Then, ladies and gentlemen, or wherever you're watching this, you could be watching this at the night time, you could be watching this in the morning. I'm not 100% sure, but how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Realest guys in the room, bada boom. How you doing? West Bromwich Albion career mode part 53. 53. I'm pretty sure this is 53 or 54. I think it's 53. But we have 2 games in today's episode, 2 games in tomorrow's episode, because we got a lot of transfer window stuff coming on. We'll come towards deadline day. Obviously deadline day always takes a while to get through with me and stuff like that, showing the whole thing. Obviously you guys know I like to show what's going on with other teams as well. I like to show the interesting transfers, all that stuff that's going on. But we have a lot going on right now. Johnny Evans stuff, Saido Berahino stuff, we got Jack Butland stuff. I've actually been considering making a move for Jack Butland. Let me know what you guys think about that. Obviously we got Jack Rose. He's out for about, I think he's actually back quite soon. Actually, he's back within the next few weeks. So, I mean, he's a 79 overall. I think he's getting there. Jack Butland is obviously one of the better keepers in the world. Jack Butland is a keeper I've always wanted to get as well, to be honest. But the fact that he's so overused, it kind of puts me off. Overused players, I'm really put off of using them. There's a lot of players who I actually really want to use in these games, but I just can't bring myself to do it because everybody gets them. But Jack Butland's used a lot less in this FIFA. I don't know, it seems like that. But anyway, that's not all that important. Getting into this EFL Cup game against Manchester United, you can see the first half really wasn't too much going on in it. We're into the second half already. Reece James got done left hand side and forced a good save out of the keeper. Romero De Gea again just not playing. Nolan Roux gets a good chance to shoot, and he's like one of the most just unlucky players I've ever used. This guy's constantly hitting the post, hitting the bar. Denied by a brilliant save. Offside goal denied. It's just ridiculous. We get another chance this time. Nolan Roux finding Brozovic, and he really should have kept that shot down a little bit better and at least hit the target with that one. 83 minutes in, we finally get another chance. Chadley intercepts a poor pass, plays it into Kieran Dowell, who finds Sturridge, and he misses the target. A glorious opportunity right there to get ourselves in the lead, as it was a terrible pass from Wayne Rooney picked off by Chadley. He found Dowell and he found Sturridge. He just couldn't get the ball under control quick enough to get us in the lead. But we do manage to get another chance just a minute after, pretty much, as Brozovic finds Bezic. He's got a few players ahead of him. Chadley is one of them. He takes that in his stride well, goes around Daily Blind, and he finds the bottom corner 86 minutes into the game. Manchester United hadn't even had a chance since the first half, with Martial, I think it was, who forced the save out of our keeper Gazzaniga, who's actually done pretty well to fill in the spot for Jack Rose. So it would be a little bit harsh if we brought in Butland, because then that would obviously demote Gazzaniga to a third choice keeper and Backman to a fourth choice keeper. So we don't need Butland, and he probably costs too much anyway. But yeah, let's move on from Jack Butland. We did get another chance to get something to happen in the 90th minute as well. Manchester United tried to push forward and get something. Bezic plays a beautiful ball down the right hand side. He finds Davide Santon, who's getting forward as usual. He's got a few men with him. Chadley is one of them. He squares it across to Sturridge with a chance to make it 2-0, and he does exactly that 90 minutes into the game, and we double our lead. Manchester United, that's got to be heartbreaking, man. 5 minutes left in the match. They're still level in the game, let alone not even down. Like, they're level in the game. Granted, they didn't deserve to be level because we put pressure on them for the whole match. They really didn't create too much, but level with 5 minutes to go, and then to end the match 2-0 down after doing so well to survive at least. I mean, that must be heartbreaking. But yeah, we did get out there with a 2-0 win, which I was more than happy with, because like I said, again, the reverse of what happened with Man United, we were level with 5 minutes to go. I would have been happy to go out there with 1-0, but we got 2, so that makes the second leg a lot more comfortable. You can see right here back into the transfer stuff. Johnny Evans finally did leave the club. He wanted to go to Arsenal. Arsenal didn't want him. They didn't even make an offer. They weren't even interested. So he ended up going to Everton for 4.5 million. We're not really going to miss him. And another player we were linked with in just the last episode, I believe, Adnan Januzaj, did end up going to Tottenham Hotspur for 19 million. That's a pretty good bargain for him, but we got an even bigger bargain. Not only did we just kick Man United in the face by beating them in the last few minutes of the game, but I've got some brilliant offers, brilliant deals right here. 2 brilliant players signing for a free contract, both from Manchester United. A double whammy we hit them with. We've swooped in and we've stolen 2 of their players. Anthony Martial is the big one. Phil Jones we've been linked with for a season or so. 83 overall, only 26 years old. I feel like that's a pretty good player right there, and that's a player. He's a player I could see playing for West Brom. I don't know what it is. I could just see him being a West Brom player. Phil Jones right there. But I really tend to stay away from pre-contract players just in general. I usually keep it to like 1 a season at most. But these two players, Martial is another player I've wanted for a while, but I mean, yeah, it's about time that we got him. He's not really, I mean, Man United, we've seen how many strikers they got. They got Griezmann, they got Harry Kane. I think they got Lukaku now as well. They got Dybala, they got Rashford. Ibrahimovic, I think, is retired. Actually, I don't think he has retired. I think he's just not playing, because I remember checking earlier in the season. They still have Ibrahimovic. They have so many strikers in their team. And Martial, I mean, is he really going to... They usually play him on the left wing, but is he really going to want to just be sitting around watching all these players come in and score all the goals and that? He's coming to a team that's top of the league at the moment. Well, we're actually second. We dropped out of the league. No, never mind me. But I feel like it's a good time to start bringing in a player like joining us next season. Martial, an 87 overall, as you saw right there. The guy is a beast. 99 acceleration. I didn't even know when I signed him. 99 acceleration. Martial is not EA. He is not that fast. He just isn't. I mean, he's fast. 99. No. Come on, EA Sports. But I mean, that's probably down to growth. I don't know what his acceleration is to start with. But into this game against Middlesbrough, a brilliant start. Both teams getting really good chances. Sturridge in behind, one-on-one with the keeper, and he really should have done a little bit better with that. I felt pissed as soon as I missed that chance. I should have done better. I should have put that one in the back of the net. But we got a corner from that and a chance to whip it in just 5 minutes into the game. Munaim puts it in the box. It falls to Van Dijk. His shot is denied by the keeper. It's up into the air. And Jonathan Lecco, starting on the left-hand side, nods it into the back of the net. He's really getting involved, scoring a lot more goals than he usually does. Well, I believe that's like his 4th or 5th goal of the season so far, which is a lot better than he did usually. I think in the past 2 seasons, I think he scored 2 in the first season and then 3 in the second, something like that, in the Premier League at least. So he's doing a lot better than he was last season. He's scoring a lot more goals, and it's a really just electric start to this game against Middlesbrough, who, bear in mind, are still up there. They've dropped off the pace a little bit, but I think they're still only about 3 points off of us in 5th place, I believe they are. 5th or 6th place, but they're 3 or 4 points off of us, so they're still around there in the title race, considering we're about 3-4 points off of Arsenal. So Middlesbrough, at the very least, can really push for a European spot this season, so they're doing quite well. Obviously, they did beat us in the reverse fixture when they came to the Hawthorn, so now we're coming to the Riverside trying to get the win against them, and Vandermeer is denied by a really good save from their keeper, as again Vandermeer trying to get that long shot goal. Look at his boots though. Vandermeer got himself a New Balance deal, so he's wearing all them new boots, sporting it and shit. Into the second half now, and we give away the ball with a pass that I was not even remotely aiming over there with Karsdorp. I was trying to go down the line with the pass, trying to through ball it in down the line, and he's played it straight into the middle. I don't know how that's even happened. Like, I don't know how that's even happened. How that's even happened. It's gone like completely the opposite of where I wanted to play it. It's been picked off, and Victor Fisher, the same man who scored against us to make it 2-0 in the reverse fixture, has scored in this one to make it 1-0 and pull Middlesbrough right back into the game. I don't know why every single Middlesbrough fan right there had their hands on their head when they just scored a goal, but EA, that's all I can do to explain it. Victor Moses eventually finds Ika Munayan was playing in the attacking midfield role in this game, and he played a lot better. Gideon Zelalem getting a rare start in this one, forcing a good save out of the keeper. But yeah, Munayan played a lot better in this game. He was a lot more involved. But I mean, I'm not willing to move Charlie out of cam role, because he's just a beast in that cam role, to be honest. But maybe we have to think about moving Ika Munayan into a different position if he wants to get involved. But then that's not really, you can't really blame it on the position, because when I take him out the squad and put someone else in that position like Lecco, they perform. But Munayan just doesn't, and maybe that's just not his position. Maybe I'll try him on the left. Give me ideas of what to do with Ika Munayan to try and get him more involved in games and get him scoring goals again, because into January, midway through the January transfer window, and he still hasn't scored a goal all season, not in any competition. I think he's got like 1 or 2 assists. He's really just not doing it this season. But Daniel Sturridge, we completely commentated all the way over that. Daniel Sturridge did make it 2-1 for us right there. Nolan Roux had another chance to make it 3-1, and he's denied by a really good save by the keeper. And now Middlesbrough have their chance to try and get themselves back into this game. And Gaston Ramirez really has to be keeping that shot down, has to be doing a lot better to just at least hit the target in that position on his favoured left foot. Maybe he should have taken it with his right, but Gazniga just watches that one go over the bar, really. 86 minutes on the clock. Middlesbrough trying to create another chances. Forshaw not being closed down as he plays it into Derone. And Martin Derone, you'll see from the replay, what a shot from Derone. Maybe he should have let it roll across his body and actually take it into the box. But he's opened up his body, bent that one, and that is a beautiful effort. Just a little bit too high and not enough bend on it, but Martin Derone can't get them back into the game, and we did leave with all 3 points from the Riverside. So we lost all 3 points at the Hawthorns when we played against Middlesbrough. We go to the Riverside Stadium and we take all 3 points against Docklander's Middlesbrough team. It's not even remotely like his team, but We've beat them and back into some training. Commander Gua and Leko getting all the drills as of now. We're changing up. And you can see right here, Spurs signed Lucas Alario from River Plate for 17 million. This guy is a striker. Maybe does that mean that they're shaping up to let Rondon go? I don't know. Does that mean that Rondon is coming back to the Hawthorn Stadium? We saw that mentioned last season that he's been linked. We don't know what's going on with that though. He's 29 years old. I mean, I don't know. Sofiane Boufal has handed in a transfer request from Southampton. Butland is complaining, let me play football in peace. Even didn't he request a transfer? I don't know what's happening, but he's not happy what's going on. Chadley might go for a hefty fee. I mean, they've been saying that for a while. I've been getting offers for Chadley for ages, but none of them are acceptable offers. And then the big news right here, Saido Berahino completes a move to Arsenal the day before we have to play them in a big game. Top of the league, Arsenal, obviously. 3 or 4 points ahead of us. I can't really remember. I keep saying 3 or 4 points, but they're ahead of us. We're playing them the first game in the next episode. It's literally the day after this transfer went through. 34 million the 25-year-old has signed for Arsenal for. And they have a few strikers in their team as well. They got Cedric Bakambu, obviously, who's playing for them. They got Musso, who's playing for them. They still have Giroud and Welbeck and all of that. So, I mean, will he get game time? He's a pretty good overall striker, so maybe he will. But we'll see if he makes his debut for Arsenal and returns to the Hawthorns. I believe it is. No, it's at Emirates Stadium. Yeah, we'll see if he makes his debut and returns to West Brom to play against West Brom at least. You can see the table right there with 4 points off of Arsenal in the next episode. What a transfer! He's moved to Arsenal the day before we play them. Will he play? Will he complete his medical in time? We don't know what's going on. But this is what the table's looking like. Berahino has left. We've signed Martial on a free contract, on a pre-contract, a free deal for next season, and Phil Jones. What's going on? The deadline day is in the next episode. We have the second leg against Manchester United, where we're looking pretty comfortable after snatching 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. And it's all going down, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.